Hey folks, Lord Tamerlane back with more Obscurities in miniature, and today we have something that maybe isn't so obscure, but this is the Captain General Trajann Valoris, who sounds like a saying they would say in Game of Thrones, but no, that's his name. Anyway, he's the big Custodes dude that does not have a fancy helmet, sadly, but a fancy, oh, crap, thingamabob halo, iron halo, golden halo, magic halo, halo, the halo, Master Chief, whatever. Anyway, he's a really cool looking model, and I had one, and I ended up selling it out of boredom because I got rid of all my Custodes because it looked like people were going crazy on eBay. And hey, you know what? I got to fund this channel somehow, so helps pay the bills. What can I say? I grabbed another one because I missed him, and I really liked him, and I thought I did a pretty darn good job on it, and I wanted to build him all over again. Can I do it a second time? Will thunder and lightning strike twice? Is that how the saying goes? I'm not really sure. So in case you've never built him, he does come with instructions, shock of shocks, and he has one of these fancy, like, plastic sprue holder things. And as most of the bigger character models go, he does have two individual sprues, and you can see they're quite large parts. He is supposed to be an Adeptus Custodes, which means being one of the Emperor's right-hand mans, he's got to be super amazingly awesome, or more awesome, than all of the other guys that work for the Emperors. He's got a big, I want to say it's actually a special force axe, so they have built-in guns. You can see, you're going to have to drill out a barrel, but where my hand is pointing to, there is actually the barrel of a gun inside of the eagle's wing. He's got his fancy little shield emblem with big ol' feathers on it. He's got his animal pelt, which vaguely looks like a lion. You know, I wonder if anybody's ever done like a Lionel Johnson. That is the guy's name, isn't it? The one Primarch? He's about Primarch size, isn't he? So, pretty simple construction. Yeah, actually, it's kind of neat. He has part of a scabbard tucked away behind him, and when it's all said and done, you can see... Where did the part go? There's a part of the hilt? Yeah, the hilt. The hilt of the blade right there, and it's going to hide behind his hand as it gets all glued together, and you can see more of the scabbard right there, along with the guard. So, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to build him. Oh, we forgot his stoic face there. I don't know if the lighting in here is going to let me show him off, but he's got quite the chin and dour expression, and we also have this teeny tiny little emblem we get to glow on him. That'll be fun. Oh, where's his magic keys? He's got his magic time stopper thingy right here that looks like a lock for, you know, gym class, but whatever. Be careful cutting those two parts out. I'm going to try my best not to demolish them. All right, we've got Trajann Valoris all put together here. The Marine friend for scale. Why not two Marine friends for scale? So you can get a good look. And, oh, you'll notice that our lion-maned friend has just fallen off, and that was intentional because I learned a thing or two after actually building one of these models before, and that's that I really did not like having to try to paint in the cracks of his cape. So I cheated this time around, and I left that cape completely off. The rest of this, yeah, you know what? It's enough that if I just blast it with a gold primer, you know, I can work my way up from there. It's easy to get in there, but I'll probably put a little bit of green stuff in those cracks when all is said and done. And even though I have absolutely no reason to have to paint all these parts on the back of him, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah, a little bit of green stuff in there. That ought to do the trick, and he is good to go. I really wish he had a helmet, or at least an optional helmet head, but maybe get rid of the halo on the back of his armor. You know, I can see why it wouldn't work. I do love the animal mane. More models should have pelts on their shoulders. And this guy, you know what, he's going to join some illustrious ranks of other models that I'd plan on putting in the film. But unfortunately, I don't know where I have them. I do have a Constantine Valdor model. I should have grabbed him and stuck him on there. You know, maybe once I get him painted, we'll have Valdor hang out. I think I have a miniatures of the moment video of him, so if you want to check that out, you can see how he looks like. I thought I did a decent job. Anyway, with the new Kill Team Elite rules coming out, I figured, you know what, I have a perfect excuse to use this model as a shield captain, because obviously Custodes General is not going to be wandering the battlefield fighting, you know, grunty Gene Stealer cultists or something like that. But hey, he makes a great shield captain in that regard, and he'll stomp those puny Tyranids or go chop up a Lictor or something fun like that. I have Obsidian's Maladax nearby, you can see, just to get a good sense of scale. For as big as Maladax is, Valdor's even bigger. He does have a special axe halberd gun blade thingy that the Custodes carry. If you haven't noticed, it does have a very fancy eagle there. I like that. I'm looking forward to painting him. He's one model that I really kind of regretted selling, even though I got a nice chunk of money for it. I did really like him, so I'm glad I have him back, and I'm hoping being the operative word there, that I can do a better job than I did last time, which is a shame because I thought I did a really decent job on his head last time. The only thing I really don't like about him, if I'm being completely honest, is his price tag, because for just a little bit more, if you're willing to spend the money, you can pick up an entire squad of Custodes as it is. And, you know, why have one flashy guy when you can have an entire squad? But, you know, you're paying that character tax one way or the other with the GW model. So if you want something different and unique, go with him. If you want something killy and shooty and able to really tank the table, go with a squad of Custodes. Or even better, go get some of the Alaris Terminator Custodes, because those guys are my favorites. I just wish they were bigger. Damn it, GW. Why couldn't you just pump them up in size a little bit bigger? If they were his size, perfect. This size would have been fantastic. Alas, they're not. I'm shaking my camera. So I'm going to stop rambling on right now before I just wax, you know, poetically, sadly over the size of Custodes Terminators. Anyway, Trajann Valoris. Check him out. Cool looking model. Great use in Kill Team. Or, you know, cheat and use him as some super heroic knight dude in whatever your fantasy game of choice is. We did use him in Song of Blades and Heroes once, and he put down an entire army of Relic Knight Onis. So there is that going for him. With that said, I shall bid you all a fond farewell. Once again, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying, see you later. Bye-bye.